So I was on the Cumbria Coastal Path, also the King Charles III path, also the England Coastal Path, and then I got to a section where it said it was diverted because of landslides and rockfalls. So we're now on what is apparently the coast to coast path, and I've got to follow this until I find diversion signs to get back onto the coastal path. So I could well get lost. Before it was much easier. The sea was on your right hand side, and as long as it stayed there I was heading in the right direction. But now I've no idea where I am. But I mean, even if you get lost, it's not the worst place to get lost, is it? I don't know what those peaks over there are. Pretty impressive little range though. Right, so just await further updates. Talk to you soon. Well, it's 9:30. I'm still on the coast to coast path. I've not seen any signs for a diversion back onto the England coastal path. I don't know how long I keep walking. At this rate, I'll be in Yorkshire by lunchtime. Not a bad way to spend the day though. Yes, and there we go, validation. England coast path, temporary route. Follow the acorns. So we'll just carry on down here, which, as I say, is part of the coast to coast path, courtesy of Mr. Wainwright. So we're defo heading in the right direction. Oh, information board. You are here. Cracking miles away from the coast. So, coast to coast path and King Charles III England coast path. Trail diversion. We know where we are, we know where we're going. Happy days! There are times when you just don't have the words. So according to this, we're now back on the coast path. Well, not a lot of coast immediately in view. Just came through that field of sheep. I would never have got the rain through there. We'd have had to make another 5-mile diversion. Right, so let's see. So we've made it to the start, so obviously I'm going to have to come and do this at some point. Up there is the way we would have come in had we not had that horrible diversion. But I'll tell you what a coastline. Absolutely worth the walk. Look at this, it's just spectacular. I think tradition has it you're meant to dip your toes in the Irish Sea, I'm guessing, before you set off on the walk up that ramp. past that sign and heading that way. But man, I think it might now be time for a quick ice cream. Yeah, definitely. Hi folks, my last video clip was about an hour and 20 minutes ago when I was still at St. Bees. So I've navigated my way home and I'm now back onto the coast path proper, that is, just heading towards Whitehaven. I'd put more sun cream on before I set off, and I thought I'd rubbed it all in, but I clearly haven't. And so everybody that I've said hello to on this path is looking at me. He's looking at my wedding ring and he's thinking, why did his wife let him out like that? He looks an idiot. So I need to try and get that rubbed in. This is just spectacular. I don't know if you can see over there, but there's land masses on the horizon. I don't know what they are or where they are. I'll need to have a look at the maps and try and work out. Look at that sun cream. But yeah, the scenery is gorgeous, the weather is gorgeous. Slight problem is I've got a pain in my left inferior metatarsal. I'm going to say it's a stress fracture because that sounds epic and brave. But I'll struggle on and get back to ice cream or fish and chips. See you in a bit. And that's that, we've made it back to Whitehaven. So even with that amazing detour, we've done Whitehaven to St. Bees. And then we've made it back to sunny Whitehaven. It just looks spectacular.